live.
You're more than welcome to vent about how crappy the X/Twitter service is if you'd like. If you'd like to start out the AboutBeverages.com podcast, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith.
With a rant. You're more than go ahead.
I do not rant.
You got anything?
No ranting.
You sure?
Yeah, just frustration that I can't post my tweet that I'm still calling it a tweet. Or what do you call it if it's not a tweet anymore? If they're not Twitter, do they still tweet?
It's an existential.
Is that what it's called?
No, I have no idea. I have no idea.
My ex.
I
tweeted my ex.
Sushi, it is good to see you. Guardian Down, it is good to see you as well. Good evening, everyone. It is Thursday, well, at least afternoon for us, an hour earlier again. Just kind of, I don't know, for some reason it felt right. I don't know. You asked, you're like, what time should we do? I'm like, you know what? Let's do that earlier one again.
Do it again.
So 6:30 Eastern. It has been the last couple weeks. Oh my God! Look at that out of the gate.
Oh, I subscribed again.
All caps, no less. All caps, no less.
But it was small on the little notification thing there.
What was it tiny?
Yeah.
Was it lowercase?
It was lowercase.
There?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Guardian Down. Thank you for the gifted sub to Keith.
Thank you for the gifted sub.
Did you even know that you had a very specific username like that on Twitch?
I did not know that.
No. Okay.
No wonder when I tried to use it, it wasn't there.
Hello, handsome Bevy brothers. One for each of us. Cheers.
Good.
Let's go.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. Actually, well, let's tie it right in there. Should we just start drinking?
We've got 4 things, so we might as well.
Okay. What do you want to? What were we starting with? I think we're starting with what I got on the screen.
Yeah,
here.
let's start with that.
Sound
That's
all right?
probably going to be, I think, lighter.
I would think so.
I would think so.
The next one I think could be a little bit more. Exclamation point beverage command in chat. I will do it for you on the first one to make it easy. Let's make sure it's updated. It is. This is the Trader Joe's sparkling guava juice beverage. Why do they call it that?
Because it has guava in it.
But it's just like a weird, like, why don't they just call it Trader Joe's sparkling guava juice? Why do they have to throw the beverage at the end? Why don't they throw a drink?
You probably could, call it a juice drink.
Why not my cousin, Joel?
Does that sound a little too kid-like?
Oh, okay.
It's a juice drink.
I mean, kind of. Beverage makes it sound like there's alcohol in it.
It's a beverage. Well, they're not saying adult juice beverage.
That's true. That's true.
Which
adult
you
juice
could
box.
probably do with this if you wanted to.
We'll find out. We'll decide what this would pair well with.
This is fairly... actually, we got this in last week. So.
Also limited release.
Limited? Okay.
Limited time. At least that's what it says on the Trader Joe's website.
Going to be in the... So we have a flyer that, as they say, drops on Monday.
In 3 days.
Yes.
I saw it as soon as I went to the Trader Joe's website. It gives you a countdown. It's very kind of, it's pushy. It's a little, no, I'm just kidding.
You get to the flyer now.
Pretty much.
You get there.
I'm waiting for it's almost like the NFL, how they do their scheduling releases. Like, is there going to start being Trader Joe's like flyer teases and stuff like that? Where,
well, we're doing one right now.
Kind of are.
Maybe. I actually don't know if this is in there or not.
Okay. So we've had several of the other sparkling beverage juice things before. I'm trying to remember exactly which ones.
The elderflower,
which was
one,
good,
and we've done, I think, the strawberry. We tried green tea pineapple, not so much.
That was one of our our least favorite.
The black tea and peach, very good. A lot of people actually mix that with bourbon, but it's just kind of good by itself. Kind of like a
spiked Arnold Palmer, almost.
Yeah, kind of like a Coke. In that with that peachy goodness.
It's pink.
It is pink.
Shocking.
It's pink.
I know a little, I have guava every once in a while, but it's not like I'm going to go to the store and buy some guavas.
Buy some guavas, yeah.
I don't think that happens very often. But yeah, there was quite the excitement this week, the release of the schedules for the NFL. I don't know if you saw any of those. Every team did their own funny release video or tried to.
I heard about, I think the Chargers have one that's...
The Chargers one is outstanding.
Okay.
They did it all within The Sims, so obviously some video game stuff right up my alley.
Okay.
And then also on top of that, they made fun of Harrison Buckner. So they really tied it up.
Oh, well, that was good.
Yeah. Yeah. They had him in the kitchen cooking.
Yeah.
I was like, absolute. Let's not talk. Everything's already been said. He's an idiot. He's an absolute moron. Yeah. So, but
I'd heard different things about him over the years, but I was just reading about that the other day. That was, yeah. Anywho.
That's delicious.
Definitely has the guava nose.
Little bubble gummy.
Yeah. Yeah, this was
like pink bubble, like whatever, just like regular Hubba Bubba bubble gum kind of thing. That's good though. I like that.
New Hubba Bubba bubble gum.
What are these? So is this $4 for a 4-pack?
4-pack.
Oh, that's not bad. $1 a piece.
A little bit. They're only 8.45 ounces or something.
4.5. Okay. Which is probably like an exact amount of 250 mil or something like that, or 200. Or
let's see.
250.
250.
Okay.
250 moles.
That makes sense. Actually, I have another question for you. All these things are just in my brain all the time. I actually have things to talk about.
It's good.
Have you thought about getting a new iPad? Since you saw, I don't know if you saw the new ones have come out. I know you're kind of sometimes, at least with the iPad, you seem to be a little bit always on the cusp of wanting some of the new technology. So I'm wondering if the OLED screen and some other things have piqued your interest.
I got one, I think, in 2019, and then I got one in 2022. So 3 years. So I haven't even had this one 2 years yet. So I definitely, not definitely.
Here it comes.
Next time I get one, I would like it to be the bigger one. Just because it's been nice that they've, now they utilize more of the actual screen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I use this thing all the time. So
it's amazing the size of the iPad compared to obviously we just, like I said, our mom just got a new iPad.
Right.
And actually, like I said, my mother-in-law did too. I literally did the exact same setup.
Oh.
She wanted one too. So we did. And it's just amazing how that size compared to the old iPad Airs, it's like almost the exact same footprint, but it's the screen.
Yeah.
You get another inch worth of screen or something like that.
Remember we used to, back in the day when we would record our podcast, we'd each have our iPads there.
Yeah.
We had the old school.
Yeah. I just had the flip over thing and it still had to type that way.
Yep.
I've actually wanted to get, because the keyboard that I had because I have the iPad Pro from, that's like 5 or 6 years ago now. What that version was. It's still doing fine. I've actually wanted to look for this model of keypad and case and to get for that, because I like that. I like that keypad. It's pretty nice. And my other one went, and like I said, so I was like, I probably would start using that more for typing if I could.
Overall, it's pretty good. Sometimes I use this sometimes, so it is handy to have the trackpad there. Sometimes it gets in the way, you hit accidentally, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, where'd my typing? Oh, okay.
Okay.
But you
can. Okay.
It doesn't work quite as well. I don't know if maybe the one you got from Mom's upgraded now or works a little better, but are you thinking of getting a new?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I saw that. No, I don't use that enough. I'm in this room way too much that I get 90% of my stuff done in here. That would just be like such a kind of extra thing. But I saw that they were coming out. I was like, okay, that's why these other ones have been on sale, because they've been on a pretty decent discount. Like I said, and actually, if you go looking right now, a lot of them are like 20-30% off. So
the previous,
just the one previous, because this is the first time they've updated. I think the new one actually has a bigger screen too. You don't have to go up to the
brand new one.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm going to look at that right now live on stream.
Because this is the same model that you got.
Yeah. iPad Air now is a 13-inch model.
Okay.
So now you don't even have to get the Pro. If you don't want to.
That's the Air?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that was the other thing I heard was that, so that one's, it's $800. For that one, but you don't have to do that, and then you still get all the other features, and because you don't need a lot of the stuff that the Pro has to offer, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I probably don't. Yeah, no, if they have a 13-inch, then I probably would just get a new Air.
Yeah,
I'll just sell this one to Baker. Oh wait, she's already got one.
Damn.
Okay.
Wait, crap. What about Joe?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Joe needs an upgrade.
Does he use?
I don't know. I feel like he does. I don't know if he uses it as much as obviously like you do.
Okay.
But
I know it's not quite a laptop, obviously, but it almost is.
Isn't that a song?
Not quite a laptop? Not quite a laptop for me.
Oh, is that what it? Oh, no. That's more than a woman. I was thinking, no, was it? Was it, I'm just a girl, not quite a woman, not quite a laptop. Isn't there something like that? No,
I don't know. Maybe.
I feel there's a song like that. Someone in chat back me up on that. Isn't there some song that's like some sort of
like? You mean you're not talking?
Not no doubt. No,
okay,
not no doubt. No, it's something not quite there's like some sort of
girl. You'll be a woman.
You'll be a laptop soon.
Yeah, iPad.
I type in you so much, can't count all the ways I use your number key. I die for you, girl.
Wow, I'm surprised how well you know that song.
Oh, it's a great song. But I like the cover version.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of a creepy cover version, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who is it?
What is the band's name? Because it was I know that song because it's from Pulp Fiction, so I've heard that part.
That's right. Soon.
Love you so much, can't count all the ways I die for you, girl. Not your kind. No, because that's Uma Thurman doing her little just impromptu dance. It's like, oh man, hope you don't snort any heroin up your nose. Oh, damn it, she did it. Why? Why, damn it?
Oh, that's after they come back, right? From the, okay.
That is addictingly refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sitting here, we're talking, I'm just like, I want to have another sip. And I'm like, I don't want to.
But the carbonation is potent. I think both of us have had little like
Yeah, it's pretty strong. It's
but
there.
it's good though. Yeah, no, I liked it. It was the guava is good, and I don't know, maybe
good.
Guava good.
Thanks, Gronkowski.
Yes, not real coin.
That not real money.
Not real money.
Not real.
Guava is good.
Me know that not real money.
Gin?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, obviously vodka, but that's kind of
that's too easy. It's fine. You can do that, but that's too easy. Step outside the box. Me like guava. It's good. I like this one. I know so this one, I know Sushi, you don't usually like the sparkling waters and stuff like that, but this one is much more juice based.
Yeah.
Like it's,
it's not like it's a seltzer or something like that.
No, and this is like probably, what's the sugar in here? 50 calories. That's not bad. 12 grams of sugar.
I had a woman in my line yesterday, and she was talking about, she bought a bottle of vodka, and she was saying she uses it when she makes her pie dough. And I was like,
go on.
She's like, yeah, if you need a little extra liquid, just add this. And I'm like, why would you add something that's more expensive than water to your pie dough? But
especially not something that has flavor, unless there are chemical reactions.
Well, and then that's what I was talking about. Another guy at work today, and he's like, yeah, he said his sister does something like that, and it's something where it makes it flakier, maybe because of the way the alcohol evaporates. So there was something to that, and she's like, then I also sometimes I put a little of my flowers in the vase. She's like, then also, she's like, you can drink it. She was kidding. It was obviously she would drink it, but just the way she said that was funny. Oh, get $40 to $580. Well, if I can get $580, that'd be great.
Grab your tablet. We'll make this quick.
I have it. Are you at the Apple?
I'm actually at Apple's
site?
website. Yeah. Okay. So 13-inch model that comes at 128 gigs, which is enough for you.
Oh yeah.
And Wi-Fi. So $800.
This is only a 64.
And then you could see what if you could get $400 for that?
Then I would probably invest.
There we go. I've sold you. Adding vodka to pie dough prevents gluten from forming, which can make the dough tough and chewy. Instead, vodka adds liquid and hydrates the dry ingredients differently than water, resulting in a flaky crust. The alcohol in the vodka evaporates during baking, so the crust doesn't taste boozy. There you go.
Is that actual just off the top of your Google answer? Okay. I was like, wow,
Sushi, you should have said it was
impressive.
Your idea.
Yes. Yeah. I know this because I bake lots of pies and make lots of
pies. Keith,
and that's kind of what...
Actually, you should have started out the whole thing with actually. That's the sassy way to do it.
You bastard. That's the one coworker was saying that there was something to do with the vodka giving a more flaky crust. So, okay. All right.
So that makes sense. So why not use bourbon? Oh, wait.
Well... That
would probably be delicious.
That probably would be good. I should have asked her that.
Why are you making these mistakes?
Why? What about something with flavor?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you considered something that tastes good?
Have you considered flavor?
Oh,
man.
That's as if it did stay, which it probably doesn't. But can you imagine that adding to like a...
they do like bourbon pecan pies and stuff like
pie.
that. So obviously they usually add that to the filling, right?
Right. Yeah. But
my mind is still not working after that stupid puzzle. You're good, Sushi. You did great on that puzzle last night. Sushi was doing some stuff in Destiny with Jav and some other ones, and there's a new goofy little complex puzzle, but she got it totally fine.
All right.
Yeah. Please. That stuff is goofy. I think we mentioned it last week, but it seems like people are maybe a little frustrated that they're going to release the Bear complete season all at once. Did we talk about that?
Oh, no.
It's all June 27th, so they're dropping the entire... Like, there's not...
Oh.
And people have been like, oh, no, it's so much better. Like, it's funny that people have now come around that they don't like binging
back the
anymore.
Other way.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I can't remember what few shows they have referenced recently, but they were talking about how that those were released like every week, and then it just kind of keeps the dialogue going. People are able to keep up with it better. It's not usually then... And it can still happen, but usually there's less chance of people that care about it where you get spoiled on things. It's not like, in one night there are people that literally, because even though I think The Mandalorian, they always used to put that out like, separately, like people was like literally they'd watch it when it would drop at like 5 a.m. and immediately online be like, oh my gosh, can you believe it? It's like, come on, like no one's watched it yet except for you, Night Shift. Like, settle down, like easy. I must let everyone know that I have seen it. Yes. I must let people know that I have seen it.
I waited in line to watch. Wait, no.
So stupid.
So it's coming out at the end of June?
I believe so. Yeah, I think it's a June 27th.
Wow.
Season 3 of The Bear.
I guess, and then you'd be, obviously, because you couldn't just binge it. There might be those who, because like Pocket's very good about, she'll be like, no, let's just watch one. Watch another, because you could sit there and just like knock out several of those, and then all of a sudden something you've been waiting for a long time, then it's gone, and you're like, oh God. So,
yeah, that's a bit like,
but you could draw it out yourself. You have to be able to have that sort of self-control, but that'll be.
My wife's kind of the same way. Like if we get a new show, we start watching, we'll watch like 2.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, all right, she's like, no, she's like, well, we can do. I'm like, I want to know, because I know it's there. Like, so I want to know. I want to watch it. Yeah, and if I'm enjoying it,
because there's a lot of other things.
That's the thing. I'm not short on things.
It's not like this is the only thing I
and
have
I don't
to watch.
like having like. It's kind of like I don't read as much as I should. But when I do read, I don't start 4 books.
Right.
Like because I want to fit. Like because I'll
Yeah.
I'm old. I'm forgetful. Like I'll be like, wait, I thought this character was in this book.
Who are you?
I thought I was reading a murder mystery. Yeah. This is a romance novel. What's going on here? I picked up the wrong book.
I told you we've been watching Abbott Elementary, and it's funny that you'd mentioned The Bear because the actress who plays Sydney, or actor who plays Sydney, another name Sydney, his partner in the Bear.
Yeah.
She plays the sister of one of the main characters.
Oh, nice. I like her.
And I would not have known it was her, but Pocket's like, she looks familiar. Oh, I knew that. And I was like, and it was her. So, and we had a moment watching one of the episodes the other day that I haven't had. The last time I remember laughing, and I've laughed hard, but as far as, do you remember the Seinfeld episode with George and the doll?
Oh yeah,
and
George.
Looks like his mom.
Yeah, he thinks his mom's talking.
And when they came back from commercial, and just like the whole thing with the Tweety Bird, that was hilarious too. But I laughed so hard when
they just came back and they're just showing the doll.
Yeah. So we had a thing that, and Pock and I were watching an episode the other day, and I just was laughing so hard she had to pause it because she was laughing hard too, and then we rewatched it. Because I was just like that. Oh my God. It was because it was perfect what was said, and the interact between the guy, how he responded to what she was saying. It wasn't over the top. It was just, oh my God, it was hilarious. But JJ was telling me that the guy who is one of the main characters in that was in the Everybody Hates Chris, the Chris Rock show from. Yeah, I never watched that.
I didn't either.
Okay, but I guess
he
played young Chris or younger Chris or something like that.
He's not so young anymore, probably.
Not anymore.
That show's been on. That's been gone for a while.
Yeah, but it was just, he's like, he played him when he was younger. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, there's moments like that, like said, on a slightly different level, where you're like certain TV shows that we've either watched so many times or whatever else, where it's like you're watching an episode and it's like 2 minutes before the joke is about to happen, you're already getting excited for it. You start almost. Yeah, you start like getting excited, we've had that a few times recently. I keep forgetting because I actually want to put it as a clip on our channel or whatever. There's one for Modern Family that's just like hysterical. That is just, there's something. Something is said and it sets up Cam for this joke where he says 2 things and then Mitchell's like. It's like, oh my God, you can't believe how perfectly they set that up for you. And he's like, I almost passed out waiting for her to finish talking. It's one of my, because I've had that same moment in my own life where I'm just like, oh my God, I'm ready to make this joke. I cannot wait. Like I know what I'm about to say.
For it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've seen that recently. I can't remember exactly what that is, but I think it takes place in like the entryway of Jay's house, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because she says something about like, oh, I can't do these 2 things. And he's like, oh, you can. I was the left side can dancer and I was the right side left tackle on our football team. Like basically saying you could do like ballet and do like football or whatever. And she was like, oh, she really primed you for that one. And she's like, I almost passed out waiting to tell her or whatever. Google is my friend. Yeah, Google is everybody's friend. I would agree with that. At least for people searching for things. Still working on Fallout. Yeah, we are too. We've watched those 2 episodes and then that's one we are going to, like, there's no reason we've gotten away from it. It just hasn't worked out. Maybe we'll watch some of that after the podcast or something tonight. But yeah, I want to watch some more Fallout because I've been enjoying that as well. But yeah, I'm excited for The Bear. Like I said, the only reason I'm kind of glad they're putting on a couple episodes, I better hear that he fixes that relationship.
They better turn around.
If in 2 episodes there's not some resolution in there that makes me feel sad, I'm done. I'm done. I don't care.
Hopefully they realize that.
I don't care how steely blue eyes he is as he's piercing me and looking through the camera and the TV.
Looking kind of like Gene Wilder.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Like a
with the hair. Oh
like
yeah.
A little more jacked.
Yeah,
Gene
I don't
Wilder.
think Gene Wilder ever did Calvin Klein ads.
Did he?
No, the character from
Oh, has he?
Yeah, he was like their more recent. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Calvin Klein underwear.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Actually, now I'm just picturing a About Beverages shirt with his picture on it, all crazy. It says Jack Gene Wilder. I'm just saying, could be the next thing on there. Gene Wilder light on the P90X.
Yes.
Exactly, SoCal.
Yes.
Exactly. Good to see you this evening. How are you? Well, maybe not evening for you. It's still afternoon for a lot of us.
Yeah.
I'd
say if actually is SoCal, then yeah, same time.
Same time. Same bad time, same bad channel. Yeah. Taco, how's it going? Good to see you, Taco. How are you?
I'm going to wave as long as that figure does. Oh, wait, no.
Oh, God, it's never going to stop.
It won't ever stop.
Keith, I would have to delete what Taco wrote in chat. I'm not going to do it. It's not going to happen.
We have to scroll. No, I'm going to do this.
Yeah. Oh, God, no. Oh, God. Keith begins acting out every emote in chat. Oh, no.
Until it's not on the screen, I'm going to do them all.
At the same time.
Yeah. Hey, that'd be a great workout. That could be a good, the emote workout.
Do we want a channel point redemption for that? Is that 200,000 200,000 points? Keith acts out the emote you put on the screen. Will you do that one?
No, I've already done it.
Oh, okay.
I just did it for free.
People, you'd be doomed. People have been asking for channel point redemptions like in that more mid-range. Like, we've saved up, but I don't know if I can make it to the Keith Flex.
Oh, thank God.
And they're like, we want other things.
It's not there.
Well, you've got to think of some things. You've got to think of some things that entice people to stay away from the Keith Flex. This one. Oh, God. So that's if you've had a lot of caffeine and sugar.
Yeah.
Or cocaine. Probably one or the other.
Oh, that one. I don't think I could do that one anymore. The Guardian Down one. Oh, is that a leg that they're grabbing onto?
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Is that
Keith would have to stand up and do that? No. Figures he had to do one read actually to get up out of his chair. I see how it is. Should we grab the next beverage?
Yeah.
You know what? I took the time to do it.
Let's get our gut.
This is what we just had.
That's what we had
on the screen.
Oh.
I took the time to do the picture.
Leave it there. Yeah, leave it there while you get the other one out.
Okay. I'll reach for this other one. Oh, there we go. Look, you could do that.
That would be a funny workout.
The emote workout.
Yeah, the emote workout.
The emote workout.
Emote. Emote exercise. It's a new
EX. Emote exercise.
Yeah. Eeks.
A mouse. Whatever shall I do? You're going to be a star.
I've had it up to here.
Yeah. God. Eat a cookie, take your temperature.
We'll be richer.
That's the one I think of all the time for some reason.
We'll be richer when the check comes.
Yeah, that is also good. All right.
We'll be poorer for her absence.
Next beverage I randomly grabbed today as I was out at the store picking up something for our final cocktail of the evening, which I'm very excited about. Frosty, if I didn't say hi to you, hi, Frosty. This is the Culture Hop Soda Watermelon Lime.
Okay.
This is kind of going along the same lines as the like the poppy like sodas, like it's good for you. Like it's like yeah, there you go. Take that emote off the screen quickly. It's like good like gut health culture, like that kind of stuff.
Prebiotic. Yes.
Yeah.
Low
Indulge
sugar,
in refreshing watermelon balanced with crisp lime and savory rosemary.
No added rosemary.
Slightly sweet and totally crushable. A summer sip. Canned.
And no refined sugar, no stevia.
Honest blend of ingredients to create a drink unlike any other in your fridge. The combination of organic fruit juices and steeped organic ground spices and herbs
I don't think
delivers a delicious, refreshing twist on familiar flavors. No refined sugar, no stevia, no fake sweeteners.
And it's vegan. Oh, vegan.
It's okay. I'm used to being or whatever, Frosty, whatever. All right, so now we can take this one off the screen.
Yeah, got enough time there.
We've got a little time there. I mean,
more time would have been better.
I took the time to do it, so I figured. So right. There we go. Culture Pop Soda. This is the watermelon lime. I have another one that we'll try next week. Hopefully we like this one. Even if we don't, we'll probably try that one just to see if it's equally as not great or whatever.
Yeah.
That one is strawberry and rhubarb, which I thought sounded interesting. I was trying to find stuff that was a little unique.
You want to stay with that theme. The current Schilling cider is a strawberry rhubarb. So we could have a theme.
The current what?
The Schilling cider, apple cider.
Oh.
It's a strawberry rhubarb.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, I've got it in there. All right, there we go. We're already figuring out next week's show.
Could be doing it.
Can't wait to get rosemary bubble gut. What's rosemary bubble gut?
That
sounds terrible.
That sounds like a person
and
who
Mary
lived in
Tyler
the 50s.
Moore.
Yeah. I dated rosemary bubble gut.
Yeah, I know lots of. But yeah, I saw this in the store, was kind of looking down the soda aisle, and I was like, ooh, I think I've heard of these. I want to say maybe Paco like mentioned something about these. I don't know. Or maybe even Frosty or something. We were having a conversation about all these at some point. And like I said, it was like, okay, looking for these alternative. Live probiotic is the Bacillus subtilis.
Oh. Okay.
Rosemary bubble guy does not sound good. Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all. Think that was me? Okay. Interested in how this tastes?
Smells good.
Does smell good.
Smells nice and watermelon-y.
Very watermelon. At first, I don't know if it was the lime or, like I said, I don't know how strong the where's the rosemary even listed on here? Carbonated water, organic rosemary concentrate. Oh, there it is. Organic rosemary, vegetable juice for color. I thought I was getting a little of that. No, that's just like that.
Oh, I get a little rosemary at the back.
Yeah, there's a little something right at the back, but it's a very nice natural aroma.
Yes.
Oh, how much sugar is actually in here? It is 45 calories, but contains 19% juice.
Okay. So sugar does naturally, a lot of times people are like, they'll look at, it's 100% of a fruit juice and they're like, oh my God, that's 32 sugar. And I'm like, well, that's from the fruit.
That's what's in fruit.
That's fruit. Fruit is
fruit,
sweet.
Please. 10 grams of sugar. Total. All right, you ready?
Okay, yeah.
Are you sure? The lime really comes through.
Yes.
It's tart.
Yes.
The watermelon could be a little bit more, but maybe I'm also used to having watermelon in its unnatural form where it pops through more because it's fake.
Yes.
So natural watermelon is going to be a little bit lighter of a flavor. I like it.
I do too.
I like it that it's not as sweet. Like it actually, to me, like
I think initially with
carbonation could be a little bit more, maybe
the aroma, and then that first sip, your brain I think is saying, telling you what this is going to taste like, and then it's backed off from that because it doesn't have the sweetness. But then once you've kind of recalibrated, you're like, oh yeah, that doesn't have sugar in it,
right?
Or added sugar.
Yeah, and it's natural lime flavor. It's like I said, the natural. And I don't really get any rosemary.
I do. I get some. Yeah.
Had the poppy from Costco, not a recommend for me. Yeah, we didn't like, I for the most part, we did not like the poppy sodas, other than the grape.
I like, there's a lime. I mean, not a lime, cherry lime.
So the one specific, whatever ones we had from Costco, there was that grape pack. The cola was not good. The root beer was disgusting.
For some reason, I grew to like that root beer. I don't know why. Don't know what it was.
Maybe
it's because I had it in my fridge.
You can throw a beer down the drain, but apparently not a poppy soda.
Not a poppy soda. No, that's good prebiotic fiber in there.
Taste buds are like, screw you.
No, I know. That's the same. I felt the same way about the root beer when we first tried it, but then I had one and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I can't remember what was in it. Like I said, it was not the exact Costco pack, what you brought over and tried, but we had those three. And like I said, the grape was definitely our favorite.
Costco had two.
It was the Dr. Pepper like one. Yeah, that was gross.
They had the two different. I thought you were okay with the Dr.
The puppy peed on my couch.
Oh yeah. He peed on my couch.
It was fine. Like I think it was like, this is okay. I would never buy this.
There's
the root beer was.
There's a different mix that has the orange, cherry lime, and I think a strawberry, and those are good. I think you had some of those at Joe's house.
I've had the cherry lime, and that was the first time I had one. I was like, okay, this is different.
Yeah.
The stevia, like sometimes I think people don't realize that even though stevia is a natural sweetener, at least to my taste buds, you can use too much of that to try and sweeten, and it also then tastes artificial, which I don't like that taste.
Yeah. Yep.
And that used to happen, like even with some of the beverages that we used to make.
I still remember it's funny because Pac and I were talking about that because I had one of those sodas and she either tasted it or smelled it. She's like, oh, she's like that. And I said, yeah, that's the stevia. And I still remember the first time Denny Willis giving me just a little bit of actual stevia leaf. He's like, what on your tongue? And it did. It just like danced on there. Mm-hmm. This is just the leaf, not
right.
And yeah, that was like, whew, yeah, that was sweet and that was cool. That was like the mid '90s.
That was back in the day, man.
Back in the day,
man. I've been trying stevia since 30 before you were born,
actually,
man.
It's like 30 years ago. Started working at Arbuckle over 30 years ago. Ooh, how long did you work at Arbuckle?
It was almost 25 years.
That's what I thought. Every time I say that to people or I think about it, I'm like, that can't be right.
Nope.
But then I'm like,
it was like,
no,
yeah,
right.
if I'd have made it like 5 more months, something like that.
Yeah, I was
so
almost
24 and a half
years.
24 and a half years.
Oh.
Woo. Strawberry vanilla was okay. Yeah, like it's not that I wouldn't like if you offered me ones that I hadn't tried, I would try them just because I'm curious. But like I said, I don't think I would literally ever buy any of them.
There wasn't
I would buy
there
again.
wasn't a cola one, but somebody in chat told us how bad the cola one was.
Yeah, it was the Dr. Pepper. It was the Dr. Pepper, the grape, and the root beer.
Yeah, that's what
those are the three. And
the grape was fine.
And the grape was my favorite out of all of them.
This is good. So
25 for me. There we go. Baker was 25.
It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I would get this again. How much do you think this costs? Did I already? I don't think I said it.
You haven't said.
Okay. How much would you pay for that? Again, I don't know if there was a mix. Like I saw these as singles, so I bought this as.
So at Costco.
Oh, do they have these?
No, not those. I'm thinking of the other ones. The poppies are
20.
They're 20 for 12, I think.
That sounds.
So that's like $1.50, $1.75. I don't know, $2.
$2.50.
Okay. All right.
Grocery store, no sale.
Yeah.
You probably should be able to find this for $2.
Probably.
Actually,
yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm at their website. It literally says we can buy them on Amazon. How much are they?
It doesn't say. See buying options.
Why must you make this difficult? $34 for. Oh wait. Well, I had hoped they'd be new.
We have our expired collection.
Expired
pop sodas. They don't pop anymore.
Steve.
They just
expired sodas.
I have some of those in here. There's still one of those cherry Sprites in the back of our fridge.
Oh, come. Here's this one.
Our son hasn't sold it yet.
12 fluid ounce cans, 40. Okay.
How many am pack? Pack of 8.
Pack of 8 for 23.
So, or 24. So $3.
That's three. So that's actually more expensive.
A can.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe on sale. That'd be one to.
I would definitely buy more of these on sale.
Yeah.
I don't drink that much soda now anyway,
I'm
period.
looking
But
forward
like
to trying that
looking
next
forward
week.
to have like alternative stuff. Yeah, now I can't wait to try the strawberry rhubarb. That was one of their other ones.
You just sometimes need those, especially like if you're trying not to maybe drink as much alcohol or certain. It's just not. It's nice to have something that's. It's still kind of fun, or it's exciting, or promises a different flavor, or to me, it's nice to have a little something extra, as opposed to I'll just have a glass of ice water. I mean,
I drink a lot of water.
I try to, but sometimes I need some flavor.
I drink a lot of water. I usually what I like doing now is watermelon pop. Ship me some. It's
watermelon sugar pop.
Yeah.
Oh, Harry Styles.
Watermelon lime sugar. Hey, you want some culture pop soda?
What's that?
That's the song.
Oh.
Have you not heard the watermelon sugar song?
The one by Harry Styles?
Yeah.
I have heard that.
Okay. Well, he does that right after.
I must not have heard it all.
Yeah. Watermelon sugar. Hey, you want me? He does like some he does like some lower version thing after it. How do I know more about that pop song than you do? Stop it, Keith. Get trendy.
I've heard it.
I would always, because that was like, unfortunately, like a lot of songs will trend through TikTok while people will use them in their videos. And that was one for quite a while, like the first 6 months that I was watching TikTok, where people were using that for different things.
Okay.
Like little, just, I don't know what they were
Watermelon
doing.
sugar.
Yeah, but it'd just be, and then they would go to the chorus thing. And then after that was always like, hey, I don't want to be mine. Like he says, he says like, hey, do you want to be mine or something? I don't know what he says. Keith is non-trendy. Drink intervention. We do need a drink intervention. I'm telling you, Clam, exactly. But no, this is good. Yeah, I would love to find it even a little more on sale. But I would definitely if I was at the store, I'm gonna grab a couple of these. Like I'm not gonna stock up on cases of it.
Yeah,
come home $50 poor. But I always wonder how
so
much
probiotic.
Well, that's what I wonder. Like if you actually did a regimen of drinking all this stuff, would you actually start to feel better?
You have to do the McDonald's
and how often do you have to drink it to is it one of these a day? Is it almost like a supplement?
I don't know if they
That's always the stuff I always think of when they say,
get all the answers.
Yeah. It's always like, okay, what is culture pop? Sweeteners. What does all this talk about? Different probiotics and prebiotics.
How much do I need to drink?
Is it actually there?
No.
Oh, you had me excited there for a second. Is there culture pop caffeinated? No caffeine.
None. How is culture pop different from kombucha? What's all this talk?
What are these? Oh, this is probiotic. Is the poppy ones prebiotic?
I think so. So maybe you have to drink them in tandem. You need the pre and then the pro. And then you have the post. Is there postbiotic? Postbiotic beverage.
That's just alcohol.
The postbiotic beverage is something no, never mind. That's going to get gross. Reaping the benefits from your pre and your pro. You need something to rehydrate.
Name of your sex tape, Reaping the Benefits?
Reaping the Benefits. I reap the benefits.
That sounds like some sort of highbrow 80s comment.
The postbiotic.
Poppy or they are prebiotic. Okay. Postbiotic. This is a toilet. Maybe it just cleans you out so well.
Yeah. And then you have to rehydrate. Dehydrated after all that bioticking.
That's like actually what their mix pack is all of those things.
It's a complete kit.
Complete kit. Oh, man. So we've got a wine as well that we were going to have this evening.
Yes.
This one I could not find any information on. I'm assuming it's Trader Joe's only, but it didn't look like it on the label.
It doesn't, but it's on our order that comes directly from our warehouse. Now there are some things that are on that order that we've seen at other places, like Lismore Scotch, things like that. But it may be somewhat exclusive or somewhat specialized for us. But yeah, I haven't. If you couldn't find it anywhere, then obviously it's not. There's not a lot of news about it.
Is this something that's been around for a while?
No, just got it within the last month.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So new within the last month.
Yep.
And limit. Do you think it's gonna be like a limited thing? Is it one of those?
I wonder if it could be flyer too. But I don't know if it is a flyer, but probably a limited sort of thing. I don't think it's a regular, but I don't know for sure.
Okay. I didn't know if it was the same sort of tale where it's like we went out and found excess juice from different
and it could be one
places
of those.
And like I said, put together the same. But then usually that has like a Trader Joe's label on it, which this does not at all.
No. Yeah, it does not. Unless it was already that way and somebody had committed to buying it and then they defaulted and we came in and said, yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah.
It could be that.
Oh, yeah.
It's already labeled.
What was the delicious one we had like that was from, was it Australia or New Zealand?
Yeah, there was
like that. That was great.
That was like, the $3.99. Yeah.
That was basically someone had like a sale had been made to somebody else.
Oh, right. And then there were some
shenanigans or default. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah,
and Trader Joe's basically stepped in and were like, we'll take it. Take that off your. And it was really good, especially for that price, but it was good anyway. Pre-pro postbiotic kit, sign me up. I'm saying. You have like, there's something that's like, it's always like a drink in the morning, whatever, and then a shake.
I can just see the commercial. Oh, I have this. And then,
yeah.
And now here I am at lunch. And now here I am at dinner.
Yeah.
And then waking up in the middle of the night. Oh, wait.
No. At that point, if you just like have something by the bed,
yes.
Have a little can or something like that, make whatever you need. All right. Should we go grab the wine and
let's do that?
Start tasting that a little bit. All right.
Sounds good.
We're going to take a little break. Let me get all of these things off the screen. That one got a little more airtime, which is good. Compared to the other ones.
But go back to the other.
Let's go grab. It's a Sauvignon Blanc, and then I never know how to pronounce the other word.
We'll look that up too.
Oh, you need to look that up too?
I think it's Semillon, but
that's what I was going to guess.
Yeah, believe.
Okay. All right. We'll be right back.
See you in a bit.
We have returned, and Guardian Down decided to do some sort of, gifted sub there while we were gone. So we've got to give him the full bid here. Let's go ahead and hit the refresh so that everything can pop up there on the screen. We can give him the full one there.
Sorry, no, I'm a thirsty guy who walks into a bar. You finish.
Guardian Down, thank you for the gifted sub to a Cholet Whisperer.
A Cholet Whisperer.
A Cholet Whisperer. Appreciate it. Thank you for the gifted sub to a Cholet Whisperer. That's a very interesting one. I think it's Italian.
A Cholet.
A Cholet Whisperer. A Cholet Whisperer.
A Cholet.
Thank you for the Gifted a sub, appreciated. A Cholet Whisperer. They seem like they talk shit. I mean, they could be. Could be. What is a Cholet? I think it's the bottom of your your shoe, right?
The Cholet.
Like yes. The Cholet, yeah, like so the shoal of your shoe or whatever they get. That's you get the shoe shined and everything. That's like they clean the shoals. I think
seashells by the seashore.
Yeah, you got me on that one. I would love to pull up some information on the screen to talk about this more.
But there is none.
But you have you've definitely looked up some of the at least the grape varieties. Obviously, Sauvignon Blanc we're very familiar with. That is 60% of this blend. But the other 40%, we actually kind of had to look up the pronunciation. I thought it had a little more flair to it, as did you. But apparently, it's a little more boring.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's Semillon.
Semillon,
which seems very boring.
Semillon.
I feel that's not still right. But that's what Google says for their pronunciation.
That's what Google says.
So we will go with that for the moment.
Semillon. We had the "sa" part where we were just going Semillon.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking it'd be a little more extra something.
Semillon.
What are we talking about? This bottle right here.
Oh my goodness!
Look at that right
picture.
There.
Okay, so you went with because one of the pictures I took when after I took it and sent it to you, I noticed it had a little bit of pink showing. And that was reflecting from something else, and then so there was the second one I sent you.
Oh yeah, you did.
I don't know which one you did.
I think it was
don't see
the one.
pink.
No, the one it was just literally stained. It was on a stainless steel table. Nothing was around it.
Okay, that's the one you did because that did have a little pink in it.
Well, you had another one that had a pink folder sitting next to it.
Oh, that and
which
then
I did not.
And then it had like a little. Oh, okay, so then the second
there was one. There was
you.
it was literally just the bottle. Everything else you kind of always had something else with it in the picture. Which when you're kind of trying to do the easy way of taking stuff out gets more difficult. Cinnamon. Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Was it that one?
No.
Okay. That one?
No. Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. This one. There was one This one, if you looked closely, there was like a little pink in there.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. So it was this one. Okay.
I met a special lady that has a special pink folder. Oh, that's a very special pink folder.
Wow.
you keep all your personal documents in there, I'm assuming.
Yeah. The hard drive.
So pretty sure Trader Joe's exclusive. You said this came in about a month ago.
Yes, within the last month, because I know I sent pictures of several things.
There was one in a really cool bottle that I did not get to. I thought that was what we were going to have.
Well, that's the rosé, the Portugal rosé. We could
do that. Rosé.
If we want to stay with a pinkish theme.
We could. So we've got what do we have already for next week? We've got the strawberry rhubarb. Right. We have your other strawberry rhubarb from cider, from Schilling cider.
And then we could finish it off with a Portugal rosé.
I'm telling you, we've got next week all set up. We don't even need that conversation. Won't even be had at the end of the show.
We should have done that for Mother's Day. It would have been like just a pretty pink thing. And anyway,
could have had Molly Ringwald on here.
Pretty in Pink.
There we go.
Pretty in Pink. Yeah.
Is that actually a song?
It is. Well,
okay. Is that also sung by Harry Styles? Watermelon sugar. Listen to the song. You're gonna drive home tonight. You're gonna listen to the song, and after there's gonna be this little that's what he's talking about.
Yes.
Because my rendition is not good, but you'll get it.
I'm sure. Yeah, of course.
Wanna be mine. Like I do a quicker version of it because it makes my wife laugh because she's always like, okay,
that's what it's about.
It's truly If there's anybody to listen, you want to make sure that they are laughing at least a little bit.
So this is 60% Sauvignon Blanc,
which I love.
40% Semillon from Washington, from the Yakima Valley, and just a little bit of reading I was just doing. Semillon is a golden skin grape used to make dry and sweet white wines, mostly in France and Australia. But it said, at least the label here said this is one of the predominant white grapes, at least in that area of Washington. So,
okay.
Semillon.
Was that where it was like maybe it was originally native to? Was that
Africa, France.
Okay. Very clear. I understand why you make that mistake. Very close to each other.
I'm not sure where Africa came from, but native to France.
Okay. Wonder if Keith was not aware of the new NFL rule. You can only step on the field if you look older than Michael Penix. Is that the new NFL rule?
Yeah, I hadn't heard that rule.
There have been some decent NFL, some Penix jokes in chat lately. Most of them by Clam, to be honest with you, to be fair. Yeah, there have been some good stuff. But yeah, it's the release schedule stuff was pretty. The Titans did their same thing they did the previous year where they show people around the city of Tennessee, the other NFL logos, and they try and have people guess like what they are, and like people are just like hilarious that they don't know. They know they'll show them the Titans. Oh, it's our Tennessee Titans, whatever else. And like the same thing has happened 2 years in a row. They showed like this group of girls the Colts logo, and they're like, oh, the Dallas Cowboys. We love the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Cowboys because they see the horseshoe. So,
right.
yeah, that's pretty good. You have not said the price on this, though, correct?
Do you want to know the price?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
I was just making sure. I was like, did I already forget it?
No, I have not.
Okay.
And you couldn't find any information, so you have no idea.
I could not find any information. Could not find. Usually, especially with Trader Joe's, you find so many people like tasting things immediately. Trader Joe's finds is literally a trending topic usually on Instagram.
There's like the
Twitter.
Reverse Wine Snob usually tries a lot of
Reverse
Trader
Wine
Joe's
Snob
stuff.
tries a lot of that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So usually within days of something hitting shelves, you already have people writing little blog posts or articles. I did not, unless just not putting because I didn't put the word Trader Joe's in front of it. I just wrote Starpointe Sauvignon Blanc and like literally nothing. Everything thought they're all, do you mean Starborough? Or like what, I was like, no, I would have written that. That's very far off. Wine is 40% cinnamon, sponsored by Cinnabon. No, there's no cinnamon.
Ooh.
It's Similin.
Semolin.
I'm still going to say Semolin. I'm going to say,
Semolin.
I keep on saying like the flower.
I'm trying to remember to say Summerlin.
Oh,
Semolin.
Semolin.
I live in Semolin. Lost
Every day in
Nevada.
Semolin.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the aroma on that.
Yeah,
very apple, pear.
A little citrus in there too, of some sort. A little
lime,
brightness. Maybe? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think a little lime in there too. Apple, pear. Very nice nose, actually. That smells really good. And surprisingly, maybe not necessarily for white, a little bit less alcohol than we've seen lately too. Like seeing something under, like I said, usually it's always like
even look
12.4.
Okay. Oh, that's
usually we've been 13 to 14. It's
Jay doesn't even get out of bed.
It's a sessionable wine.
Yeah.
Very Pillsbury Doughboy texture. Yeah. Okay. You gonna try and look for other logo things behind us?
Just how that kind of looks against the green screen.
One day I did something like I would love to have the lighting be so good that our glass, like everything looked normal. Like it's as good as I can get it. One day I took like one of the lights to see like how close. It was like literally I had to have the light with the wattage I have like right here. To make this like not shimmer and not do it's just like the amount of lighting in here. It's like you'd almost have to make this like studio lights in here, which with the air conditioning maybe we could make it happen. It wouldn't matter anymore.
Put some lighting across.
We'd have to be wearing sunglasses though. Like sponsored by Shady Rays.
No.
Shady Rays and Ray-Bans
and Corey Hart.
That's right.
Wear sunglasses when we podcast.
When we're pie, there we go. I was trying to figure out how to work that in. So I can. I'm nervous. The aroma, like I'm really happy with.
Okay. Just stop right there.
Just worried the flavor.
Walk out.
Exactly.
Done.
It's just like the 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
That's right.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Why is Ray so shady? Because he's keeping you out of the sun. It's very simple. Can't remember the last time I had such a good laugh.
Its thin skin and susceptibility to botrytis make it dominate the sweet wine region Sauterne and Barsac. Then Sauterne is known for more of their sweeter like dessert wines.
Like Gewürztraminer in general and like Rieslings or
no, like even like more concentrated sweetness.
Okay.
Yeah, they can be very expensive.
Hints of cream cheese. I am eating Cinnabon. Oh yeah, it seems like that's why you're on the Cinnabon kick. We bought these speaking of cinnamon rolls, like there's some like breakfast like cinnamon rolls, but like not what I usually want out of a cinnamon roll. Like usually I want the cream cheese, like icing and those kind of things, or a little bit on top of the cinnamon. These are like more kind of just like some granulated sugar on top, or they're from Costco. but my wife wanted to try them, so we got those. And I was like, oh, are they any good? Because she'd had one, and she's like, yeah, they're not bad. She's like, there's like, I almost taste like orange or something like that. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I looked at the ingredients. Orange is in there.
Oh,
it was like orange zest and something else. I was like, oh, okay.
That was like in Better Call Saul with that one episode where he's, they're plotting to steal the stuff from in the mall, and he keeps taking him the Cinnabons and he's eating them with the fork. Oh, God,
they're so
watching
good
that
though.
I know, it was like, because he kept time. He's doing it to get timing down to see how much time. Man, yeah, he kept cutting those up. Oh, those look so good.
Looks so gooey. Yeah, Cinnabon couldn't ask for a better time there. Would this go well with ravioli in a red sauce? And no, I would never put a white wine in a red sauce. I wouldn't even drink it on the side. It just wouldn't hold up to it.
I'd like to know how the Sauvignon Blanc from Washington State tastes by itself. I'd be interested to know that. That being said, are you ready to talk?
Taste?
Talk taste?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. My first sip, I was like, I got more of I think the Semillon. I got more of the Semillon because that made me think of that it was a more dessert winey. It tasted a little more sweetness in it. And now as I'm drinking it, I'm definitely getting more what I'm guessing is the Sauvignon Blanc from there. It doesn't have like those, and obviously it's from Washington, but it doesn't have like I drink more like New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs with those.
That's usually what I have
bigger
too.
fruit. Yeah.
Well, I like New Zealand ones too because usually you get a little like that kind of grassy little bit in there too, along with the fruit. Like that's my favorite of the usually of Sauvignon Blancs, as I lean toward the New Zealand ones.
I'm liking it, but it's confusing me a little bit, and so I think that's part of why I like it, because I'm like trying to figure it out.
So, you like to put in a little bit of work.
I'm liking, got to put in the work. That's why these people show up. Watch us go to work and drink a beverage and have some fun.
My first sip, I thought it was had more minerality than I was expecting. Like almost like there was almost like some like copper penny. Like there was almost a little bit of that in there, like almost that far. The lime or lemon kind of citrus kind of came through like a lot. I still don't think it tastes very sweet at all. Like it just kind of, it seems.
I get a little of that right at the end now.
It's more tart, mouth-watering. Not like overly tart, but like I said, it's more like fresh kind of citrus. Maybe that got, like I said, maybe it's like almost like citrus in, like if you have that in olive oil where it kind of like brings it down just like a little bit of a notch, but you still get that brightness, but it's not quite as tart. So it's kind of that. I wish it had a little more of that apple and pear. Like the aroma I still love. Like every time I keep going back to the aroma, I'm like, oh, that smells great. Like I said, because it is kind of that Granny Smith apple, it's pear. Like I said, again, that lime is in there. Like I said, the aroma to me is great. Unfortunately, the taste just seems to really swing as of this moment at this temperature. We're going to chat about this a little bit and see if it kind of maybe warms up. And, which I know normally you usually have whites a little bit chilled, but maybe this one's a little too chilled.
Yeah.
Because like I said, for me, I'm just getting that kind of citrus in the middle and some of that flavor. And it's not hitting me for what I was expecting. Not that it's bad, but it's just not what I was initially looking for based on the aroma.
I'm getting that the citrus though. Is that what you're saying? Still there? Yeah.
Yeah. Specifically that lime, maybe even a little bit of lemon in there. Citrus, middle of the tongue, mouth watering, that kind of thing. I would also put ravioli in my upper orifice. I probably wouldn't call it that though. I would just say my mouth.
Yeah.
Probably just go with my mouth. Watch two brothers drink while they fantasize of a tall and athletic quarterback.
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams. Cannot wait. I've seen the spin on your throw. As I count myself to sleep. A lot of people count sheep. I count Caleb Williams spirals, and they're all spirals.
Yes.
They're all perfect spirals. My shirt should be here in a few weeks. I ordered a Caleb Williams shirt.
Oh, nice.
I never can quite pull the trigger on a jersey. I can't buy the jersey of someone that's, I think, still playing anymore. I just don't think I can do it. I've been burned too many times. You're just kind of like, yeah.
Well, like especially with Bears quarterbacks, you got to see a little bit.
Well, Bears quarterbacks for sure. I would never do that.
You still have your Cutler jersey?
It would take a while. No, I had a Cutler shirt.
Okay.
I had a Cutler shirt. I've had a Trubisky. I've gone down the line. I still have the Justin
Eric
Fields.
Kramer.
Eric Kramer.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah.
The Jim Miller.
Oh God.
McMahon. You know, I think you got to do like you know what their totality of their career was. It's even better if they're dead, because then you're like, okay, I know he's not going to do anything bad anymore. You know, it's like, you know, you I would invest in a Butkus jersey. I would invest in that, a Walter Payton, like something like that. A Gale Sayers, you know, something of that nature. It's hard, like I said, when you do the other ones now, it's like, oh no, that guy went and said something real stupid. Gosh, that's embarrassing.
Can't wear my shirt.
Yeah, you just feel weird.
I've got to. I saw that link you sent to the hat. So
I thought that one looked real cool. If I had seen that one, I would have gone. And that one was a little cheaper than the one I got. And I was like, that was being worn the other day. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then someone like on the video of stuff said like, oh, and if you want to know where to get his hat, like they had the hat. So I would think that would keep you awake. Oh no, that crisp whistle of a Caleb Williams thrown spiral. It's delightful. I almost should stop buying shirts. That does seem like a curse, but then you've got to break those curses. So it's like one of these will work. I've never usually bought a shirt this quick. So maybe that'll be the thing that breaks the curse.
Maybe that's it.
I immediately that night ordered a shirt. I think that was the earliest. No, because you had to wait for his number to pop up. It was that night I ordered it.
This says there are some wineries in the Washington state that have produced Semillon as a varietal wine since the early 1980s. Others actively produce Semillon for ice wine and late harvest wines.
Bought the Field shirt the night before he got traded. No, that's not true. I had that one, I think, in the first or second year. I think I got that sometime during his second season, I believe. You want a little more?
Yeah, I'll have a little bit more. I like it. To me, it's Pinot Grigio-y. Some Pinot Grigios kind of have that little citrus and that sort of. And I do. There's a little. It's at the very end, but there's that kind of. It's not a sweet taste so much as it is a little bit of a finish. I don't know. It's hard to explain. There's just a little something there. There's like a little pop but I wouldn't say it's a sweet wine but there's something in there that's a little component.
Yeah. If someone asked me, I would say no.
This is not a sweet wine. No,
I would say no. Back when he showed promise before the team broke him, accurate, Frosty, accurate. Teams break athletes. Tell me more. They do with incorrect managing. Like I said, that was just an unfortunate wrong place, wrong time for Justin Fields, and that's how it goes for quarterbacks.
It seems so right at the time.
Bad regime. Unfortunately, drafted him. Lame duck regime that they weren't going to get anywhere. Their plan was poor.
They traded up for him. It seemed like that was like exciting at the time.
It was. I saw text. Yeah, people were very excited, but unfortunately, like I said, that regime. And if you want to make the jokes about Michael Penix, guess who helped draft Michael Penix? Ryan Pace. He's the director of player personnel for the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, really?
So,
okay.
He is now famous for making weird choices of quarterbacks, whether it was Trubisky or anything else. But yeah, like I said, you got to have the stuff in place. Like I said, I don't think Trubisky ever would have been anything good. Like I said, I think Justin Fields, if he'd have done well. Now it all makes sense. Yeah, it's true. I saw that fact the other day and I thought that was hilarious. Was that the Trey Lance year also? It was. Yeah, that was the same year, like I said, where everyone, the Niners traded up for Trey Lance in the same year that's the same year they took Purdy then too. But they took him as Mr. Irrelevant. He bought Michael a pacemaker. Michael Penix had a pacemaker. Yeah, that's some interesting choices.
If you hold that in your mouth a little bit
for one more day,
you'll get that. At least that's when I get the sweet component.
Okay.
So anyway,
dodged a lot of bullets that year. Almost. Yeah. Was it the year after? I knew it was one of those. Yeah, actually, you know what? You're right. I think they wound up. I was thinking of them being on the same contract thing, but it's because of the 5-year and the 4-year. So yeah, I think you're probably right.
Mm-hmm. Your verdict or jury still out or?
Now it's warmed up. There's a little bit of sweet in there.
You have to hold. It's interesting.
It's definitely probably that does not come out unless you either do that or let it sit in the glass longer, which usually people aren't going to do with a white like this.
Semillon.
It's fine. I probably wouldn't get it. It's probably like $5.99, $4.99,
$7.99.
Okay.
You definitely wouldn't get it for that.
I definitely would not. $8. Jesus Christ.
Holy crap.
Oh my God.
An $8 Trader Joe's wine that I was like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Lily, hi, how are you? I think it's I just was not expecting what that was going to be. Like I said, with Sauvignon Blanc, I got what I was looking for in the aroma, and just not as much as I wanted to transfer to the taste.
Well, that's why you said maybe you should have stopped right there.
I did. I felt it.
Okay.
Felt it. Tough day. Exam went amazing, though. Oh, I'm glad the exam went amazing. You were working on that the other day while I was streaming. Nice. $7.99 wine that tastes like a cinnamon roll. It doesn't. You said it tastes like a cinnamon roll.
No.
Quit with the cinnamon roll.
It's not a Sauvignon Blanc cinnamon roll
it's not.
blend.
It's not Starpointe Cinnabon.
Yeah. Semillon. Or if you want to go fancy, say Semillon.
I think that's how you should say it.
Semillon.
Maybe
that'd be if it was like, because the LL, maybe that's only a Y in like Spanish.
But it said it was French though, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And that's a Romance language, which
Semillon.
Don't some of those things kind of...
Semillon.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, it just sounds right.
Semillon.
Yeah,
I am tight. There we go.
Semillon.
Actually, that's what we should have thought of. Semillon.
Semillon.
That's the other Will Ferrell movie.
The Semillon?
Yeah, instead of Semi-Pro, he did Semillon.
I don't know that movie.
You haven't seen Semi-Pro with Will Ferrell? Where he's got the basketball team? Like
no.
It's like all about like before the NBA like melded together, where there was the two different NBAs and stuff like that. And then he's all excited that they're coming together. He's like, no, but they don't want your team. Like it was one of those kind of things because he doesn't sell tickets because they're like the Tropicana something or others. Yeah. Will Ferrell, best WNBA player. He had quite the hair in that one. I don't think it's not that great of a movie, but there's a couple like usual funny like Will Ferrell moments. You're like, oh, that's pretty like hilarious because Tim Meadows has like a small part in it. Tim Meadows, Will Ferrell, and I think it's Tim. And then, but the funny part is with the guy from Arrested Development, not Jason Bateman, Will Arnett.
Oh,
there's like some.
Oh, Will Arnett.
Yeah, exactly. There's some. There's a few one-liners here and there. There's like a card game going on. Yeah, yeah.
Will Arnett.
It's like Batman.
Yeah,
actually, he was Lego Batman, wasn't he?
He was Lego Batman.
That's true.
Yeah. Gob. Gob Bluth.
Have you seen the new Poof? His name's Gary, and we don't need another incident. Wait. You finally got a usable Lunas? Nice. What is your definition of a usable Lunas? What does your Lunas have on it? That's getting a little better the more I drink it.
That's kind of what
Let's finish it off. See what it.
Yeah. No,
once we finished it,
finish it tomorrow while you stream, or tonight, or whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Have it tomorrow. Pour it in your cereal.
There we go. Perfect.
Pour it in your cereal.
I'm telling you, is that the next
cereal bowl? A little cereal bowl with our logo on it.
Oh, if you could make it that like the bowl, then like how it's on that angle, but you can still see our logo in the milk of the cereal.
Pour it in your cereal.
That's not bad. Brothers, hey, how's it going? Long time no see. Slide precision and decent. That's right. Keith is acting out emotes.
That one's an easy one.
That's an easy one. It's not even moving. That doesn't count.
I thought, isn't there a little?
It's showing motion with little things, but it's not actually moving itself. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, wait.
There we go.
I don't know what that one is.
It's a taco picking up a bag of money. Oh, my Discord's socials got hacked. Discord. Oh, sheesh. I'm sorry, brothers. That sucks. Well, I'm glad you got your Twitch back. Gas lamping, aka gaslighting. Oh, is that what it is? This looks like someone holding up a bag of money. That one went over my head.
But now we need a cure.
Oh, for what ails us?
For what ails us.
What's ailing us?
I don't know what's ailing us, but we've got the cure.
What does penicillin cure?
Everything.
I was going to say, it's most everything, isn't it? We discovered here at About Beverages a little bit ago that we like making cocktails and we like having cocktails.
Well,
this is fun.
Is a big thing right now.
It's just kind of very, very, very much fun.
I'm not going to do that one.
You're not going to do the little dance party?
Yeah. Well, that one I can do. It's the other one.
You're not going to get up and shake your...
No.
That might be against terms of service. The power of Christ compels you. We've got that one on there. We play each other end of the year. We do. Right toward the end of the year. Week 17. Week 17. This is going to be great in video form. But we've discovered that we enjoy cocktails. Last week we did a tequila honeybee, which was a
Quite
riff
good.
on like I said, on the classic bee's knees cocktail, which is also very good. This one I had basically came up when I was doing the same searches. I was like, we have most of the things for this, so I was kind of excited. This one is a Scotch-based cocktail, which always excites me. So it uses a blended Scotch, uses some lime juice, and then we're actually going to float a little bit of a more smokier Speyside, Islay Scotch on there on top. Okay. And then the other ingredient was something I actually had to make today. I actually had to make a ginger honey syrup.
It smells like ginger and honey.
Yeah, it does. So we made a ginger honey syrup, which was pretty simple. The classic way that you would make any kind of simple syrup, 50-50. Like I said, so I did a half a cup of syrup, half a cup of honey, half a cup of water. And then we added in some ginger, about 3 inches worth of ginger, because that's how you measure ginger, is not in weight by inches. You do, and then you dice it up, because it's like, I guess, like in general, it's always about the same amount of like whatever.
Okay.
But anyway, did that, put that together, got that cooled down. I think it seems pretty, like I tasted it, like it seems like it's pretty spicy. Okay. I think obviously it's going to be one of those things that if you could let it sit in the fridge for 24 hours, like I said, whatever, that's going to marinate even more. So like,
even spicier?
That's kind of what I have a feeling. So we'll kind of see if it comes through enough. But yeah, we're going to take a little bit of an extended break. We're going to make a penicillin cocktail. Again, if you want the link to that, if you want to check out any of that info, boom, that's right there. That link at the very far end there. If you want to see the full recipe and how to make the ginger honey syrup as well, you can check that out. And yeah, Gandalf do be freaky. He's a little bit freaky there. He's bobbing his head up and down. He's excited. He's happy. All right, we will be right back with a cocktail in hand.
Looking forward to
finish
that.
out the evening. Be right back.
We
are back.
When are you hitting the button? Oh, you did it already.
Right now. I got it. I hit it already.
All right, we're back.
Gifted sub once again while he had walked away. So let's make sure that gets the full attention that it deserves.
Which is
let's
nothing.
No.
Oh, wait. Oh,
got to be totally fair. This is
all
like honest. We got it's hard-earned money.
Okay.
Was spent right there.
That's true.
Well, I don't know about hard-earned, but money was spent right there.
Right.
So let us pop that one up really quick right here. Let's see if it actually does. There we go. Nap time money. There you go.
Sorry, no. Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Guardian down. Thank you for the gifted sub to Caleb Williams. Underrated. That is super, super nice. Appreciated. Caleb, I think he's getting a little too much hype right now. Like, I mean, let's settle it down a little bit. But if you think he's underrated, that is much appreciated, Guardian down. Thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciated. Ahoy, Keith Bevs. Chat, how's it going tonight? It's the theme of the night was to wear shirts describing how you feel. I think that you missed the mark. Bevs, JK, great band. Wow.
Life is good.
Rude. Life is good. And come on.
Wow.
Come on. JK, great man. Oh man, just how we feel about each other. It's just yeah, I'm a tool. That's what it is. That's what it is right there. It hurts deep inside. Dogboy, it's good to see you. How have you been? What have you been up to? We've got a cocktail in front of us.
Don't you know how a man
can hurt inside?
Can hurt inside.
That's right. Your reading skills are off tonight. Think it's the boot. It could be. It could be.
Oh,
could be. I'll go back and reread that one again for sure. I will give that one a second look. Yeah, so we went ahead and made the final drink of the evening. It is a cocktail. This is the penicillin cocktail.
Good for what ails us.
It was created, I believe, in 2000, in the 2000s, yeah, 2000, mid 2000s, sorry, by Sam Ross when he was working at New York City's famous Milk and Honey Bar. Mm-hmm. Drink quickly gained a foothold, a modern classic cocktail. It's now served around the world, proving its status as one of the 21st century's biggest cocktail success stories. We don't usually do a lot of cocktails that involve, other than our Burley Gentleman, that involve scotch.
Oh, that's true. The Burley Gentleman.
Which still has not caught on quite as much as we'd like, but maybe very soon.
Yes.
But this one actually uses blended scotch, which I randomly had. I usually don't.
You were gifted.
I was gifted this I was kind of re-gifted this by by my mother-in-law who was not going to drink it. So she was like,
might as well.
She was like, I'm just going to do you want? I was like, well, I might use this in a cocktail. And lo and behold, it happened.
Here it is.
So it is 2 ounces of blended scotch. Actually, the link for everybody is there in chat if you want to take a look at it. 2 ounces of blended scotch, 3/4 an ounce of lemon juice, 3/4 of an ounce of honey ginger syrup, which I actually made
Handmade?
today. Handmade today.
Crafted?
That's right. I hand dyed the fabric that I made today was the honey ginger syrup. It smelled fantastic. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm hoping it's spicy enough. Like I hope that comes through enough. That's my only caveat on this one. And then you kind of, after you've made the drink, shook it up as we have here with the beautiful rock in there, the beautiful square cube. I am hoping that on top of that, we were just supposed to kind of just put a little bit of the Islay single malt scotch on top, which I also had that as well.
Yeah, I was surprised how much of that Trader Joe one you still have from.
Yeah, I have
It's a special bottle, so
I do like that one. I like that one, and then like sit down because I was looking. I was like, do I actually have another one besides this? And I looked, and I still have that Speyside one at the back too. The Red Label Speyside one that was also from 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago, something like that. Do you see what Creep Boy Deshaun Watson unveiled about his tattoo? He had a tattoo of an empty Super Bowl ring on his back. The internet remained undefeated by saying, "Did that tattoo appointment have a happy ending?" Oh God! Wow. Nice. That's pretty good. But anyway, I'm very excited. Like I said, hopefully I put just the right amount of the other scotch on top and not too much. Sure, it's just to add a little bit of extra smoky, but
just kind of that mezcal that you rinsed the glass with last week, and that was great.
That was really nice.
That's
too.
a great even if people have that bottle and don't particularly care for the taste, to use it as that component in a beverage was right on.
And also a quick creative option. If I had not had a different scotch to kind of add a little more smokiness, you could do if you have the little smoke, the smoker like I have, you could have done that on top too. You could have just added a little bit more blended scotch to it, but you could have done that for presentation wise.
Just like Little Sweet. Little smoke.
Definitely get a lot of the smoke because that was right on top. Didn't get really mixed in. Little Sweet after that. But yeah, mostly kind of that smoke is let's give it on top. Yeah, I'm also going to kind of give it a little bit of a stir.
It smells like scotch.
Oh. I'll take my usual.
Scotch.
Oh, if you mix around a little bit, then you can kind of get a little more of the other stuff.
Yep. Ooh, I can get a little bit of that ginger. Through too.
That is nice.
That's good. Yeah, just like you said, if that syrup sits longer, it probably when you make a soup or a stew.
Yeah.
The second day, it's
it's
good the first day. It's like even better.
Yeah, it's kind of everything kind of just comes together. Yep. I left kind of as they said, I actually let it cool down and didn't put it in the fridge right away, and I left the ginger in there to try and hopefully get a little bit more out of it. And then I did take it out then because it said when you go to refrigerate it, so I don't know if that would have made a difference. I could have left it in there for longer. And some recipes, and even this one I think too, mentioned like make that and then like let it sit overnight. Obviously I didn't have time for that today, but I went out fairly early, so this had about 5 or 6 hours to kind of hang out.
I wonder why they call this the penicillin. Maybe because it is good for what ails you.
Secure for what ails you.
Okay, all right.
It's lighter than I thought it was going to be,
but it's good.
It is good. The lemon juice. I kind of forgot lemon juice was in there, which is silly. I've been talking so much about my hard-working honey ginger syrup. I've been talking about that so much and the scotch that I forgot the other component, which was the lemon juice was in there. That definitely comes through. The smoke is nice.
It is.
The scotch is not overwhelming.
No, but it's there.
It's there, but it is pretty imbalanced. Is in balance, not imbalanced. There we
I
go.
like that.
Second sip actually was like better. I think.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I like the smoke floated on. Like I think I like that component, but it was like almost so much like it took over my first sip.
Well, no, but now shake it up.
Yeah, which I did. Ooh. I mean, I mixed it even before I tasted it. So I think I might almost like it with like the little bit of the smoker thing in it, or just having the scotch. Like, obviously it's going to cost a little more, but I mean, I would almost just put in like a good value single malt scotch in there that would have maybe a little bit more peat in it, just naturally.
Like the Finlagen, maybe the Trader Joe's, the $20.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that was solid. I used that actually in several cocktails. Like I used that like when I would make whiskey sours and stuff initially. I would do 3 ounces of the like bourbon, and then I would add an ounce of that to kind of add like a little bit of smoke. Sorry, I keep cutting off your motions.
No, could you get? Well, I was going to say, so that the scotch you used as the float is still a more expensive Scotch. So
Right.
I
And
don't
that's
know
why
if you
it's
want
only like a quarter ounce.
I don't know if you want to pour it in and then dump that.
Oh, yeah.
Could
fair.
you do the mezcal to get the smoke?
You could do anything that adds some smoke to it. I mean, you're not
And
wrong.
just do
Sure.
that rinse
Yeah.
like you had.
With every sip, a little bit more of the ginger syrup kind of keeps revealing itself in a good way.
I'm a fan of that drink.
Yeah, you like it?
I do.
Oh, good. I'm glad you
I
like
really
it.
like it. I mean, I might like it a little too much. To me, everything is. I like the balance of everything in there.
No, I think it is. I'm being maybe a little hypercritical, but I'm just kind of like, maybe it would have been like, if I was going to make another one of these, I would try the smoker thing, like just to try something different. I would try, like what you said, maybe even just putting that little bit of scotch in there first and doing a rinse, not necessarily, and not dumping it, but knowing that it's going to be that quarter ounce that's in there, but rinsing my glass with it.
Yeah.
So I'm still going to get that. I might try that so that it's not just like floating on top per se.
Yeah.
That's really good. That is really good. Wouldn't mind maybe a touch more heat from the ginger. Like I could,
And you might get that tomorrow.
I might,
after
yeah.
that sits.
Yeah, that might actually be interesting. Is trying this tomorrow.
So now you mentioned these are your last 2 cubes.
Oh yeah,
Wonderful cubes. So how long is it going to take you now to make another batch of cubes? Harvest another batch.
Harvest another batch of cubes. I've got to make a little room in the freezer. Actually, we might have enough room in the freezer now. That's usually the biggest thing. Is that I try and time it with like, okay, we're going to go to Costco this weekend. So we're low on food supplies. So I have room. So I need to do that. Like, it's almost like a job where it's like, okay, I need to make this now.
Fix it.
Or I'm not going to be able to make it for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
So we just went to Costco. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to make any because I was like, the freezer's going to be tight. But like, I'd probably be okay. So I'll probably make some. But the process itself is about 24 to 36 hours. Like if from start to finish. So you kind of, like I said, you have to fill the water, like I said, this water tray, and it comes with this insulator. And you go through that process, and then you got to let it freeze enough. And then it's not too like it takes up space until you actually can remove them. And then the biggest thing is after that, like the biggest process is just getting the cubes back out, because you have this mold that has the perfect cubes in there that have like all the oxygen or whatever has been pushed down. So that's why the cubes look for the most part pretty clear. But then on the bottom, you have the rest of the ice. So you have this giant block of ice that you have to like kind of like heat up and get that part off. And then you've got to try and get the cubes out. So there's like a little bit, it's a little bit of labor of love to get, what did I say? I think I get 10 or 12 cubes, something like that.
Yeah.
The only thing I do like about the one that I got was I can pick different molds to put in there. Like you can buy those separately. So if you wanted, like I think I have the 2-inch squares. If you want, they have ones that are 1.5 inches. So then you get more cubes if you want to do that. They have ones where you can get like more of like the longer like spears. And then they have the ones where you can make
and so
actual,
the
like,
thing about
boulders.
this is they come out clear, right?
Correct.
And and it's part of the process.
Right.
Because I've always, I remember back in the day, and I can't remember why we used them, but you could just use like a water balloon, fill it with water, put it in and you'd have like a nice big round cube, but I don't know if it'd be clear. That might be not.
I don't think it would, because the whole idea with this, and again, I'm going to get some of this science wrong, so I apologize if someone in chat knows exactly how this
anyone
works.
who out there, let us know.
But the reason it's like this is that you have it, since I think the upper portion takes longer to freeze, so then the air that's in there that would make it not as pure gets pushed down, because like the block at the bottom looks like a regular just like white looking ice cube, like gross looking like oxygen cube or whatever, whereas the top ones are all super clear. It has something to do with like the thermodynamics of that, how that works. Like I said, there was like you can make your own too. Like, this one, like I said, wasn't super expensive, but I know a lot of people do the like, oh, you can if you buy a cooler, you can literally buy a cooler that would fit in your freezer, and you could do this all yourself.
Oh, okay.
Like make like a really kind of like just generic one of these, but then what you get out is a very clear, but it's a giant block. So then you have to take the time to cut all of the ice, which that I was not as into. Like I was like, I get the fun of that. Then you're like, oh, these neat looking different size cubes.
You're doing ice sculpture.
I mean, kind of like if you've ever watched the videos, I'll send one to you where it's like they're showing the whole process. Like, oh, that's neat. And then they're sitting there with this giant like ice Oh, that's more than I want to do.
Yeah.
Howdy, everyone. Introvert, it is good to see you. How are you doing this fine evening? Howdy. So, you can't just call our daughter in like a piece of cattle. We just watched that one the other day. That's good. That is good.
So it's growing on you.
I liked it. My brain just immediately went to how can I make this better, or to what I was hoping for.
And that's the perfectionist bartender
I guess. I don't know.
that you are. And that's all right.
Well, there was
that's
like,
good.
I was expecting this. I got like close to that. Like, okay, this is really good. And then I usually think like, okay, did I make a mistake in constructing the cocktail and doing something else like that? Bevicky, hi, Paco. How's it going? Good to see you too. How are you?
Oh, well, like even last week, the drink we made, I know you were like, I take some of the bitters off. I mean, the mind is always working. You were tweaking.
Yeah, that one was good. That one was good though too. I like that one. How was the sparkling guava? It was delicious.
We enjoyed this. It
was really good. Sparkling guava was good. Yep. We liked the culture pop that we also had too. Was really good. The culture pop watermelon lime, a little more, like I said, a little more expensive on that one, but that one was also really good too.
The wine not confused us, but it challenged us.
I liked it the more I did like it the more I drank it. The more I drank it, it just wasn't exactly what I was expecting, but I think it was the blend.
Yeah. We figured out it might be a good Thanksgiving.
I think so.
Alternative.
I think it's another good white wine option for that because I think some of that tartness is going to hold up. Like I said, even though it's not overly tart, I think it's going to hold up to some of the more savory type dishes that you have, at least that we have around our Thanksgiving table. I actually heard someone the other day claiming they were like saying that they didn't like Thanksgiving food. And I always, whenever I see stuff like that, like if it's not things about like, which I get, like if you don't have good relationships with your family or whatever, and that brings it back, like that is something like it won't even speak to that. But when people specifically say like that Thanksgiving, and like all I can ever think to tweet is like, I'm sorry, whoever you are around cooks shitty food. Because like I am like never more excited than for our, like I said, as much as like the Christmas and those holidays, that's all great too. But Thanksgiving to me is all about food, and the food we have is usually, like I said, we are very lucky in an abundance of deliciousness. Yeah, you know. So I that's anytime I see that kind of stuff,
they just haven't been exposed to the right things.
I guess that's all I can think of. Like I know some people aren't huge fans of, like my wife, like can take or leave turkey. She's not a huge fan of like
it's chicken adjacent. So you're
I like turkey better because I usually think it has a little more flavor to it. So I actually prefer turkey. Yeah. But like just all the other stuff around it is just so, like I said,
and that's what it's really about. Is other,
that's kind of what I feel like. It's
the stuffing.
Everything. The stuff, like everything that everyone contributes. Like I said, I usually have a little bit of every. It's just fantastic and just always appreciate. But yeah, it's always funny. This is always very funny. I'm gonna have to stop and get the sparkling guava for the kids to try. I would think that they would like it. Like I said, it was really
put a
good.
little gin in it for. Oh wait, no, not for the kids.
A little bourbon in there for Paco.
Yeah, not for the kids.
A little playing a little Fortnite or a little Destiny. Put a little bourbon in with the guava. The kid, the guava drink. No, that's mommy's guava.
That's mommy's guava.
That's mommy's guava.
It's adult guava.
That's where they need to say adult beverage.
That's right. It's adult guava beverage.
Oh, too funny. Yeah, that is really. Yeah, I think. I think I would. So the two things I would try was I would hope for a little more ginger. So I would either, if I made the syrup again, I would put in, which I still had some left, so I could have put in the whole piece. But this is when I see a recipe. The first
3 fingers. 3 inches.
Is that 3 inches?
Whatever it was.
3 inches. 3 inches of ginger.
Yeah.
I don't even know. No, I like when I see a recipe. The first time I make it, I try and be like literally as accurate as possible because I don't want to have any thoughts of like, oh, was this what set it off or whatever? Like, I literally went and got a measuring tape out and like measured 3 inches worth of ginger. I'm not kidding. I did that and then I like cut, and I probably had just like a teeny bit more, and then I like I cleaned it off and did everything they said. But yeah, I probably next time could have used the whole piece, unless it gets stronger tomorrow, which will be interesting. I'll probably maybe make another one of these tomorrow evening or something. But yeah, that between, I think your idea was good about doing a rinse or a wash. Yeah, that would probably be the next thing I would try. I would probably try pouring in that amount. Of the, like I said, of the little bit smokier, the Islay Scotch, like throw that in there, kind of rinse it around. I wouldn't get rid of it like we did with the mezcal where we kind of dumped it. I would leave it in there because it's supposed to be part of the cocktail, and then kind of see where that goes. But yeah, that's a good idea. That's really good. It's funny, the blended, when you smell the blended, you're like, is this You know, like that would be the only other thing my other brain would go to is like, maybe I should put bourbon in there instead.
Bourbon or
would that be too much? Then it would cover up all those other things.
Or you like you said, maybe a different Scotch that is not too expensive,
right?
But is good and
just have that entire thing. Yeah, possibly.
Yep.
Yeah, I said bourbon there for a second. I think that might be almost too much. Do you think that would
the sweetness? Yeah, there's
a nice delicate with the lemon and the ginger and the honey. Yeah. Like I think that comes out only because that blend is kind of a little bit lighter in that regard. I kind of what was the name of that? I have to look up what is the price on this. I think it was like Buchanan. I'm going to spell this terribly, but Google will fix it.
Blended Scotch whiskey. There it is. Oh yeah, there's the bottle. Oh, well that's not
near as cheap as I thought it was.
Yeah.
$28.
As a 12-year blend. Right?
It is a 12-year.
Yeah. So I mean, I would assume then at least a certain percentage have to be 12-year.
You can tell the Buchanan's and they also have a pineapple blended Scotch, so they're in for whatever. They'll get you a few bucks.
But it doesn't have 12-year though.
That's true.
I mean, because like Trader Joe's has a blended Scotch, but I think it's like 3-year or something like that. So,
oh God,
I mean, yeah,
that sounds terrible.
It's $10 for a liter if you want to try it sometime.
Can you get Fitz to put that as a sampling? I'll stop by.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I'll stop by if I can have a
someday.
Can you ever actually? Can you do spirits if you wanted to? Not that you do, but could you?
I think technically we could, but we haven't just because of the.
You'd have to pour such a small amount.
Yeah, a smaller amount, and
because like with the wine, you can pour someone like what, a half ounce or an ounce. What is there an amount?
I think it's a little sample cup. It's 4.
I like getting in the
I think it's half ounces. I think.
Okay.
That people can have of or maybe it might be 4 ounces.
4 half ounces of things.
I think so. Yes, but usually it's wine.
Right.
And those are sure. Wine or beer. Like a couple of weeks ago, we did the Campanology, the peach sour, and that went over very well, as well as the margarita that we tried last week.
Oh, nice.
But that's only 15%, so you're not like pouring.
You're kind of in the same wine range at 15%.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Right.
I was wondering if there was like exact rules about like how much you can serve. I mean, obviously, someone can, all right, come in here, like, but.
Yeah, that again. We'll try
so like someone could go down and say, like if you had 3 things, they're like, oh, I want to try each one. Like they can do that.
Oh yeah,
like that's not a problem.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I could see that being an issue if you all of a sudden you were pouring like that would just be like, okay, you get a thimble.
Yeah,
like,
here you go.
It's like
open your mouth. I have an eyedropper here.
You get I get 3 ounces. No, 3 drops.
3 drops.
3 drops.
3 drops on your tongue. Let it roll around, and then you have to spit. I'm just kidding.
You can't actually swallow it.
Can't swallow. No. Can't swallow.
Easy. Hey! I saw your Adam's apple move. Did you swallow that? God.
The frustrating thing about,
I never thought I would say.
Sometimes about when we're pouring it, that we have to keep people in the same, like nearby, or at least I have to be able to see them, because we can't have them take a sample that they could. You never know.
Oh my God, Lucky! Holy shit!
74 months.
Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
That's over 6 years.
Lucky with the 74 months. He is a day one.
Holy moly.
He is a day one. Special edition day one resub.
Oh my goodness.
Company.
Oh my goodness.
Lucky, thank you for the 74 months. Gentleman and a scholar right
6
there.
6 years. How can
thank
that
you for
be?
the resub.
That's
I know.
Crazy.
I know, it's nuts, right?
Oh.
Lucky,
Jeez.
thank you for the day one resub. Thank you for all the support. Appreciate you.
I should be wearing my Lucky shirt today, but I'm not. I have 2 of them.
It's on under that
It's
one, right?
still,
Take that shirt off. It's on
life is
there.
good. Oh, no.
You've got a Lucky tattoo right here.
I do have a Lucky tattoo right here, but it's...
Oh, Keith! Oh, wow! Free Keith flex for everybody.
I didn't flex though. I just showed the Cubs tattoo. That's what you'll see on Andrew here sometime.
We'll have the Bears Super Bowl victory here and the Cubs tattoo.
Okay,
we'll get one in each, and then you'll say 2 tickets to the gun show.
Tat time.
6 years lost in the belly of Callus's ship. I know, Lucky. That's so funny. That is so funny. Lucky, thank you for the 74 months. That is super, super kind. Yeah, that was not quite as cheap as I thought. I mean, not that it's super expensive, but still $28. That was even a little more than I thought. But that's the thing.
Well, it is
that's the thing with
2-gallon bottle.
Yeah, it's a 2-gallon jug. This will get us through a 53-0 drubbing. Yeah. That's the thing with Scotch. Like I said, especially like if you said a 3-year bourbon, and I was like, oh, like maybe I'll try that. But like Scotch, because they use the ex-bourbon barrels, you need so much more time to get any of that flavor, to get any of that. Like like anything that's less than like 8 or 10 years, sometimes with a Scotch, in my opinion, like it's always like kind of like, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, there, Chief. Like,
I had a feeling I would like that. I didn't know I would like it as much as I did.
I'm glad you did. Oh, that's awesome.
Very tasty.
Well, we were talking earlier, so next week we pretty much have our podcast.
At least as of right now, unless we're like, what the hell were we thinking?
As of this moment in our beverage inebriated state,
in our beverage world,
I've got another one of the Culture Pop sodas that is a strawberry rhubarb, which then put Keith onto the tangent of like, oh wait, we also have a Schilling cider.
That's a strawberry rhubarb,
so we're gonna have that too. We'll double down on that. And then I had mentioned, I was like, oh, you'd sent a picture of like this really neat, it looked like a neat wine in this really cool looking glass. And you're like, oh, that's the rosé.
It's a rosé from Portugal.
And that ties in just because of the color. Pink.
Yeah.
Ish. So it sounds like that's...
that could be next week.
Tentatively what we'll be going for next week. If anybody
tune in to find out if we...
Tune in to
That's what we say with.
Same bad time, same bad channel. Unless we find another cocktail.
Well, I'm not adverse to that.
Not adverse to another cocktail.
Not adverse.
Not adverse to another. Yeah, I'd have to say.
Not adverse.
I don't know what I would actually like. I'm trying to think of now what I would go with. There was a couple. I found several different riffs on the margarita because I know we talked about doing the jalapeno because we had that jalapeno limeade.
Right.
Doing something with that, and I was like, oh, we could separate that out. We've talked about doing the Scotch blind tasting. That's another one we need to do at some point.
Right.
So that was one thing. I'm trying to think of what else. Like I said, we've had a few other ideas recently. We should almost start putting those on a list.
Just writing them down.
Yeah, I mean, keeping track of them because, like I said, you
ideas, thoughts.
Yeah, because when all of a sudden we're like, I got nothing. We're like, go to the list. But like that's week, that's when and only when we go to that list.
We have something.
That's true. Yeah, I feel like that week we actually do have something. I'm feeling that for sure.
We got somebody lined up that we're gonna drop in on.
I think so. Let me flip through here for a split second as we go through. So I know I was being like fairly critical. Is there anything you would change about that? Or like if I was to say like, Keith, let me make another one of those. Do you want the same thing? Would you just say like, yep, hit me again? Or would you want not that you have to.
So I would say two things. I would say from a simplicity standpoint, I'm totally fine with that. Hit me again. From a creativity and I like to try different things. Those other things we talked about, I would be fine trying either using that as the Scotch, the single malt as a wash, or even trying the mezcal, or even trying the smoke. I'd be fine with that, but I would not be unhappy with that one bit. I don't think that needs a lot of tweaking. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think you're dead wrong.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. That's fine.
Because you're wrong.
You're
Jerry.
wrong.
That's what I thought.
But you're wrong, Jerry.
No, I agree with you too. Like I said, I think from a like if I was just like, let's just make it like I would be totally fine with that. Or I easily could be like, I want to, dip my toes into some of those other waters. That would definitely be interesting as well.
In the interest of science.
It's the interesting of science.
Ooh, speaking of.
I mean, we might as well. The only thing is, I wonder if they're still listening. So then it's not very much of a surprise when we come over and say hi. But yeah, I think we're going to go say hi to Lucky though. Always not only a huge supporter of the channel, but just an
74 month
all around
subscriber.
Really, really good guy. Kansas City Chiefs fan. We won't hold that against him.
No, that's all right. You got Mahomes.
Someday, maybe we can have the joy of winning at least one more Super Bowl. Someday.
Hey, one more be my fast, pass me.
You're going to listen to that on the way home, aren't you? You're going to put on Watermelon Sugar.
I don't know if I'll put it on the way home, but I'll definitely put it on.
Come on.
I will listen to it. Hey, watermelon sugar. Pie. Oh, hi.
Hi, you want to be mine? All right, let's go say hi to Lucky. He has just fired up stream. He is doing some Destiny things and stuff. I know, shockingly, I think they're going to do some Pantheon. They're going to be trying to finish up their Orulk checkpoint. Hopefully they get that done. Not hopefully, they will get it done for sure. But yeah, go say hi to him. He is super awesome, super nice. And probably when you go over there, you can wish Paco a happy birthday because he will demand that as well. I think
even though it's really not.
Even though it is really not her birthday, he will probably demand that. But yeah, until next week with the podcast where we just laid out.
Possibly. Bye, everybody. Thank you for being here.